Welcome back to the Sycamore Basketball Show. The Sycamores finishing a stretch with 3 out of 4 at home and now 2 in a row on the road, starting with today's game against Loyola. And you get ready for your road mindset. Never an easy place to be in this conference.
It is, and I'm kind of excited. We got to request some extra tickets up there. I guess Chicago is a desired place for our fans to go watch on a weekend, so that's at least good about that. We have a lot of people going with us up there, so looking forward to it. I think the girls are even going to be there because they play there on Sunday, so the women's team's coming to the game. We started out terrible there last year and then played pretty well the rest of the game. And Porter's got these guys going. They're going to play very hard. They know it's a home game that they need to win. We gave one back at home. So we need to go and try to get another road win to keep moving us up. And
Greg mentioned earlier in the show how hard this Loyola team plays. They play kind of like their coaches on that sideline.
Yeah, I always think Porter kind of is like a poodle on crack. He's just bouncing around nonstop. But that's his personality. If you know him at all, he's always asking, "What do you think about that? What do you think about that?" You know, wants some self-assurance. He was wronged once in this league. You know, at Illinois State, he was building something there with talent, and he got let go. And then he, regrouped a little bit, being down there with McJarris at St. Louis, around a great basketball mind. He's always been a good coach and a good guy, and he's from Chicago, so he's making the most of it.
You mentioned after the Northern Iowa game that, it's tough sometimes going Saturday to Tuesday, but the good thing about that is that after Tuesday, you get that extra day to get ready for Saturday. How important are these few days of practice?
Yeah, we didn't handle those short turnarounds very well, and the bad thing is, Jason, you play Saturday and then Sunday, you got to play Tuesday again. Well, normally the day after the game, you don't do much, or you have to take that day off completely by NCAA rules. So we had to go real light. Christian's been hurt, Justin needs rest, Devontae needs hurt. We've had guys out of practice, so we haven't been able to do much. We try to make it more of a mental day, and we just haven't handled that as good as we need to. We need a couple back-to-back days of practice going at each other, even if you go shorter, to get ready. So really with one day on the floor prep, we just haven't handled it very good. And that's a team that needs to learn that, needs to mature that. We got to handle that better next year. But certainly we took yesterday off. Lou and I got to go down and see Bronson Kessinger, he's getting better, he's doing fine.
Well, that's good.
He's got a long recovery, but went down there and got some things done we needed to get done.
Christian Smith, you said after the Northern Iowa game, you weren't worried about his offense, you were more worried about his thumb. How's the thumb coming along?
Just the longer it goes, the better it gets. Christian is a guy that has been pretty hard on himself. We need to pick him up, and there's no doubt he's a good basketball player and a good offensive player, and he's going to score more for us. It's just that this year he's gotten the attention. Well, he's the Manny Arop and the Jake Odom, guys like that. He's getting their best defender, and they're getting a lot of attention from him. And he always defends. He's always a great personality, always a great communicator, and he's going to be fine on the offensive end. I'm not worried about it at all.
In terms of your post play, Seth Tuttle made an interesting comment after the UNI game. He said Kitchell and Gant are such smart, intelligent defenders. They really make it hard on him angle-wise, which is really a compliment to the coaching staff because he says they're always in great position defensively.
We try to, and those guys are veterans. They're seniors. They should do that, and they've had lots of battles with Seth, and Seth is arguably the player of the year in the league. I think he's a future pro prospect, or if not even right now. There were some NBA guys at the game. He just always makes the right play. He does what Jake Odom did, but he does it from the center position. He's the post. He's like the center point guard. Gets 15, 10, has 5 assists, doesn't turn the ball over. He just does so much. But Jake and Justin guard him as well as anybody. They fight him awfully hard. We try to give him help. We double him. Guards will help. We'll help off of different guys, but the team, as long as we didn't put him on the line, we did a pretty good job against him so far.
You're headed to Chicago later today to play Loyola. What are you looking for from your team?
Just a tremendous effort, really. We talk about all the time the team with the most energy and enthusiasm, usually right there with a chance to win. We have to get that back a little bit. We've struggled a little bit at times. I think we're going to have good back-to-back days of practice here to get ready for them, and just being able a little bit more like us. On the tough to play against on the defensive end, on the offensive end, we got to move it a little bit and make them guard us, work it in and out, and we'll be fine.
And certainly playing a team that plays so hard is a good way to get your team in that mode.
Yeah, if you don't, you have no chance. You know, if you don't play well, we always say you have to win by 10 or more on the road, and it's going to be no different today in Loyola.
And you're coming off some tough road games. You played well at Northern Iowa. Evansville was a disappointment.
Yeah, you know, you have to play the right way, and you have to play the same all the time. You can't not come and have to play tremendously competitive and aggressive and enthusiastically and with great energy. If you don't do that every day, you have no chance, and that's what this stuff's all about. It gets to be a grind. Every buddy talks about the dog days of February and the grind. Well, that's when championship teams continue to get better. We've had success here because we've continued to get better leading up to St. Louis, and we have to do that wherever we finish. That we have to get better this month to have a chance in St. Louis.
And a win later today would make the Sycamores 8-4 in the Missouri Valley Conference. Best of luck against Loyola.
Thanks, Jason.
All right, and we will see you next Saturday on the Sycamore Basketball Show.